Nearly 36 people away from the comfort of their homes tonight after a massive fire at an apartment complex. On one side, you see what some of the Jacksonville Heights apartments look like tonight. Hours earlier, flames burned a hole through the roof of one of the units.
The fire got bigger and bigger and bigger.
Like, you could literally see, like, the flames, like, coming from the building. Like, the jump is crazy, man.
Yeah. This was the scene earlier this afternoon at the Jacksonville Heights apartment complex. We got word of the fire around 3 p.m. Smoke was filling the air. So Sky 4 flying overhead and capturing these images of flames and smoke shooting out of the roof, one of those buildings there. You know, more than 100 firefighters were sent to try and battle that blaze. The fire chief says the flames were so intense it took crews nearly an hour and a half to put that fire out. News for Jax reporter Eric Avignon live at the scene where firefighters have left, but the investigation into what caused the flames continues. Eric, are you hearing anything about where that fire may have started?
Yeah, so one of the tenants I spoke with earlier this evening who says he tried to put the fire out with a fire extinguisher says that the fire actually began at the back of the building. Now, although that particular detail has not been confirmed by investigators as of yet, I did speak with a fire official off camera who tells me that they found several fire extinguishers at the back of the building near a porch or a patio. Those extinguishers appear to have been used to try and put those flames out. Strong flames and heavy smoke shooting out this apartment building as more than 100 firefighters try to get the blaze under control. A blaze that, according to Tenant RICO MERRITT, began at the back of the building.
The granddaughter came running in the room because she was in the living room looking at the TV, looking at her cartoons. She came running in the room explaining to us that something was wrong. So when I came out, that's when I saw the fire on the patio.
MERRITT says he grabbed a fire extinguisher hoping to put the fire out.
Did as much as I could with the fire extinguisher and I got myself out.
He, along with other tenants who were home at the time, evacuated to a safe location and allowed fire crews to come in and hit the flames with water hoses from every direction. An effort that, according to Fire Chief Keith Powers, took nearly an hour and a half to get the flames under control.
It was already through the roof when they got here, so that roof was collapsing, so we couldn't get them inside that area, but they have to get into those other areas, pull ceilings down, and then get up there and put the fire out in the attic, and that is just labor intensive and takes a lot of time.
When it was all said and done, more than 30 people lost their possessions and became displaced. According to the Red Cross, at least 5 of the families displaced will be allowed to stay in other apartments inside the complex that were already vacant. The rest will either stay with relatives or be put up in a hotel. Now, it's worth pointing out that there is an overwhelming amount of support for the people who lost everything that were living in this building here. Just across the street, there's a gas station where a couple of people that we ran into, they wanted to help. They were asking us, who do we talk to about donating clothing and other items for those families? And as we have already said, the American Red Cross is already doing its part to help those folks, again, who lost everything they owned in this building. Reporting live from the Westside, Eric Avignon, Channel 4, the local station.
Eric, thank you.